lights are off and away they go.
Extremely loose. He's managed to hold on and they get.
He missed the pit complete. That is crazy stuff.
Side Freitas is on the grass on the infield before. He slides through. He tags Richard.
Only 2 races left in Season 2 for the Lawrence Towing Outlaw Modified Series, and the stage is set for a wild finish for spots in the top 5. Only one thing can happen tonight, and that's J.R. Shepard could be the champion for the 4th time in 5 seasons if he leaves here with at least a 15-point lead. Now, can Shepard clinch tonight? We'll find out as the Outlaws are live on the Global Sim Racing Channel and iRacing Live. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Virtual Grip 100. I'm Chris Gallus. Sean Ambrose is alongside me. Also the $1 Million Director Joe Peak and Dougie Beard on the cameras. Now, last week in South Boston, we spoke about the streak, and that streak was Matt LaVenture, who hadn't won a race all season long, but it ran pretty well when he appeared. That snapped last week. Yes, LaVenture broke the streak after battling J.R. Shepard in a fierce fight and was able to take the lead on a late restart, and the caution would come out, ending the race. LaVenture was very pleased to be back in victory lane. The question is, can he do it again tonight at Lanier? Sean Ambrose joins us, and unlike all of us, Sean, we've all been running the Le Mans 24-hour today. Well, you've been up in the booth there, but we're all there pretty much, and now we're here, and we're heading back as soon as we're done. But let's focus on the oval here, Lanier. It's one of the shortest tracks on iRacing. It's also one of the funnest tracks on iRacing. Tell us about this fun track on the outskirts of the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Well, sir, Lanier is a 0.37 mile, basically bull ring. Okay, this is your atypical bull ring. Not a lot of banking involved with it either. Only about 5 to 11 degrees variable banking. They opened it back in 1982, and a man named Bud Lunsford was the architect, and the owner, Jim Downing, still running this place out of Brazelton, Georgia, there in the edge of the Blue Ridge Mountains. And Lanier is where we get it done tonight. Let's hop on board the GSRC SK Modified and take a ride around.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Global Sim Racing Channel. My name is Brian Yazek and I'll be taking you for a spin around Lanier Raceway in the GSRC SK Modified. Going into turn 3, going to be finding the yellow line right here on the bottom, but not try to get too much into the gas to let that rear of the car step out. Right back into the corners, down to the yellow line again. You'll notice from this lap guide that you are pretty much always constantly turning. So it's going to be interesting to see who can save that right front tire and not abuse it too early so they can have something for the end of the race. Once again, find the yellow line, back out into the middle of the corner, right back onto the brakes, back to the yellow line. You can kind of run a little bit up off the yellow line, but not too much because there's not a whole lot of banking up on the top side of the track to save you in case you get a little squirrely. So back down into turns 3 and 4 one more time, kind of split the seam right here, find the yellow line, and you have just completed 4 very quick laps around Lanier Raceway. It's going to be a great race, and the winner is going to be the one who decides that they wanted to save their right front tire the most. This has been your lap guide around Lanier Raceway. I'm Brian Yazek.
And that is a lap around Lanier National Raceway in the GSRC SK Modified. Last week, Matt LaVenture snapped a winless streak. Chris is with a guy who can snap his tonight. Donnie Moore.
Donnie Moore, the driver of the Irwin Tools ASPCA SK Modified. Donnie, before we talk about that winless streak, you're, best way I can put it, a Dale Jr. like when it comes to knowing your history about where you run, and you are one that knows your history about the Bootleg Racing League. Now, next week is something special with the Bootleg Racing League, and that is?
Boy, Chris, I'm really proud to be part of it too. 100th broadcast. Can you imagine that?
That is cool. I mean, I've only been a part of like a quarter of them, but still, I mean, that's a pretty cool feat to have.
Boy, it is quite a feat. Congratulations to Lowell, Jewel, and you guys, man. Fantastic. I'm just great to be part of it. I'm lucky.
Now, last week, Matt LaVenture, he broke the streak at South Boston. Is it Donnie Moore's turn to break the streak tonight of his?
Well, I might have. My chances are a little better. I mean, geez, I've been running good tonight. I had some good luck and won both my races, but it's gotten a lot tougher now that Matt just showed up. Matt LaVenture just showed up, so the task is going to be a lot tougher to break the streak.
Things come in
Anything's
threes, Donnie.
possible, though, Chris.
Yes.
Anything's possible.
Things come in threes, Donnie, and I'm going to share an interesting story with you. In the league I run in, I hadn't won a race in 2 years until Friday night. This could be your weekend, my friend.
Fantastic, Chris. Congratulations on that.
It wasn't about me in that case. I'm just trying to give you positive info here.
Hey, no, and I appreciate it too, buddy. No, hey, anything's possible. Maybe. I didn't think I could win 2 races tonight. Certainly so. So certainly, maybe tonight.
Well, let's talk about the track real quickly here. What are you feeling out there in the car?
I think the car's going to get a little loose after a few laps, so it should be real interesting. Going to have to fight it, I think. And I don't know if this second lane is going to come in. I hope it does.
Well, we didn't think so either last week at South Boston. It became a big roll when it was all over with. So hopefully we'll see you, Donnie. We appreciate your time as always, buddy.
Thanks a lot, Chris.
Absolutely. That interview brought to you by the Virtual Grip Network. It's a blog devoted to news in the world of iRacing at virtualgrip.net. You can stay up to date on what's happening at iRacing and keep up with the top World Championship Series, including the Blanc Pond GT Series, the NASCAR Peak Antifreeze Series, and the World Championship Grand Prix Series. Now, Mr. Ambrose, my friend, points. Tonight, J.R. Shepherd, he can clinch by just having a 15-point lead, leaving this track tonight. However, second on back, a little tighter.
A little bit of moving and shaking going on here in the Lawrence Towing point standings here for this spring season, which of course is getting ready to wrap up as we move into the summertime. J.R. Shepherd's got command of the lead, looks to wrap it up tonight. Donnie Moore, though, in an interesting battle here, back here with Matt LaVenture and Lowell Jewell, who are both up in the point standings, up to 3rd and 4th. Tim Shinoski still sitting back there in 5th with an outside chance with a good run this evening. Chris, is Tim here? Let's see. Wow, I'm not seeing the Shinoskis. And I remember that the Shinoskis were probably going to be gone for the rest of the season. I remember we talked about that. Yeah, so Matt probably looking to fall out of the top 5. But Lowell and LaVenture taking advantage of that and climbing the ladder. LaVenture with another win could look to maybe move up to 2nd. We'll see, but great points battle, Chris. Now that opens things up for the race details this evening. We are running the SK Modified here in the Lawrence Towing Outlaw Modified Series, and it is a fixed setup provided by iRacing. Now we will be inverting the top 10 tonight based on the results at South Boston last week. It'll be a 100-lap race tonight, 37.5 miles. Don't blink. Keep your eyes open and your head on the swivel. It's going to be a quick one. Fast repair, you'll get one of them, but you can't take any tires if you got to come into the pits. That's one of the rules here in the Outlaw Modified Series. 100% of fuel, don't worry about it. You got plenty to get to the finish line. No incident cap. Restarts will be double file when we have them. Lap cars go to the back, and there is, of course, the NASCAR-style lucky dog, Chris.
Well, I was just looking over the point standings here outside the top 5, and pretty much the winner of the whole, I guess I'm not going to show up because of real life racing fest, is Matt Hoos. Right now, he is 6th in points, and he is set only 3 points behind of Tim Shanowski right now to move up to that 5th position. And I'm just looking here. John Holcomb, I don't see his name tonight. I don't see Phil Temples here tonight. And then you mentioned Matt Shanowski, so it's all the way down to Mike Holloway, the next driver that's here tonight. So Mike could actually jump up, looks like to about the 9th position right now, and then next week, if the same thing happens, propel himself up into 6th when it's all over with. So definitely some interesting things, but you know what? As they say, life happens, and that's what goes on with the racing, and some people have to get out there and race in real life, and that's just the way it is, unfortunately. But still got a good crowd tonight here at Lanier Raceway, and we got to talk about these keys for tonight, Sean. I've got some pretty interesting ones. We had a lot of thinking on that long flight from Le Mans, and this is what I came up with in my head. Number 1, will JR win the championship tonight?
Well, he can't win it if he's not here, buddy.
Which is very true. He's not here tonight. That's interesting. That's a good call.
He's not here tonight. And
where's he at?
I don't know. I don't know. He's got about just under 4 minutes to get here. He's wrapping nothing up, though, if he's not here to race.
JR, I know you're watching us. You don't be doing this to us. Number 2, will we see multi-group racing like last week at South Boston?
A little tougher on this track, Chris. Again, the size of it being one of the smallest tracks that we run at makes it a little tough to make that run work on the outside. We'll see. I'm sure several are going to try, but I don't know if there's enough straightaway to battle with to make that outside group work. Last but not least, in the Keys, those friends of yours that happen to be on your car, the tires, they're your friends tonight. Man, those balonies have got to last 100 laps, and you better take good care of them. Probably going to see some guys take it easy early in the run and then save it for those last 20 to 30 laps where they'll really want to dig and solidify their finishing position in this 100-lap event. Wow. I'm still sitting there looking over at the grid JR's here, right? He's not here, so we'll have to figure that out. That could be an interesting storyline we're talking about this evening. But one thing we will share is we got about 2.5 before qualifying. Some big news. I'm just going to throw the teaser out there until they officially release this, but a potential return of a series from the past coming to the Bootleg Racing League this winter. So I'm just leaving a tease out there because that's what I do. News to come soon. Does the word grand is that associated with it?
Yeah, I think you could say grand.
Okay. It's a grand. It'll be a grand series.
It'll be a grand old time, okay. And very pro-like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Maybe we'll have some more details in race broadcast number 100. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea. Yes, okay. At New Smyrna next week. Oh, by the way, so that should be a lot of fun. Now, Sean, we got 13 picks, so you've got 12 ways to get this wrong. Give us a picture tonight.
Boy, and only one way to get it right, huh?
Let's look at it positive.
Boy. Yeah, you know what? Give me Matt Hoos tonight.
Okay. Matt Hoos, the Michigan driver, second right now, fastest in practice at number 21 there. The Sitco car, he's going to say go, and Sean hopefully says go to Victory Lane in your picks there. But we got a pretty fun field here in front of us, 13 cars, unfortunately, right now, which I say unfortunately due to the fact that, it's kind of a lower number for these guys, but still going to put on a good show. What are you looking forward to seeing?
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing if that second group develops. I don't know if we're going to get it, but you know what? I'm really looking forward to seeing, without J.R. Shepard here. Oh, no. Look who's just arrived.
Yeah, he must be listening to us. Oh, that's interesting. Is this considered late for driver meeting? Because he needs to start in the back. Or was he on Le Mans and we didn't know? Let's check with him. Is he supposed to ride our plane and we left him, maybe?
I don't know if he's a road driver. We'll have to see.
I mean, he can drive everything else. Why not? But that's an interesting key. So, yeah, Shepard has just arrived. So, and he finished second last week. So he'll start somewhere mid-pack without practice, which should be pretty interesting. Not sure if he showed up for the 2 races earlier tonight or not. But we do got a pretty talented field, as we mentioned right here in front of us, Sean. But, yeah, what are you looking forward to? I know we started to talk about it. What are you looking forward to tonight?
You know what? Honestly, I'm looking forward to a good battle here this evening, okay? This is a very, very small track. Tight confines, 14 drivers, 100 laps. I think we may see the chrome horn tonight. I think you might have to move somebody here to get around tonight, Chris. Maybe we'll see it.
We will. And right now we're going to see the grid pop up here on the screen, the starting lineup for the race here at Lanier. The Virtual Grip 100, David Loomis will start on the pole alongside Brian Barden.
Row 2, Jacob Williams and Donnie Moore.
Row number 3, Chip Dickert alongside Lowell Jewell.
All right, row 4, going to go to Mike Holloway and J.R. Shepard.
Taking a look at row 5, you've got Matt LaVenture, winner last week at South Boston alongside Mike Allen.
All right, drop back to row 6. It's going to be Philip Temples and Matt Hoos.
Ernie Brown, he'll start alongside of John Hine there in the 14th position, last but certainly not least. There in 14th, these cars will roll around 2 really quick pace laps, practice speeds of 12 seconds. Looks like sprint cars around Bristol. That did happen once.
Something about flying a jet fighter in a gymnasium.
Or you can pour cereal down your toilet bowl if you want to go that route too.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Just saying. I mean, think about it. Pour cereal down the toilet, flush it. Let me know what happens.
Well, Chris, it's Saturday night, and that means it's time to rock here on the Global Sim Racing Channel with the Lawrence Towing Outlaw Modified Series. Son, it's time to boogie. Let's get this party started, baby.
We're waiting for those words all weekend long. Pace car going to hang a left in this very tight pit road. Wall's tighter here than Eldora. Pace car's off. David Loomis brings him to the green here in the virtual grip 100. Outside, Brian Barton, Jacob Williams, Donnie Moore. Oh, and Donnie gets turned.
Ooh,
Chip Dickert
backs her into the wall.
Mike Allen, Lowell Jewell in this.
Wow, Lowell had nowhere to go. Donnie comes sliding up backwards right in front of Lowell. You'll see it here on the screen. Donnie up on the outside there, number 26.
That is not a way to start a race.
And like I said, Lowell just nowhere to go there.
And that's going to bring the caution out for the first time here this evening at the Lanier Raceway, or the Raceplex as it's actually known as now, but we call it Lanier Raceway. But on board with Lowell Jewell, the Mid-South driver. Goes down and you just see, bam, Chip Dickert just up the track into Donnie.
Donnie got a little bit of rear end damage on the modified, but I think he's going to be okay. Don't think he'll need to pit it.
Yeah, he backed it in there pretty well, and then Lowell Jewell went Ghost 4X through him pretty much, as they call it. Lowell going to come to pit road, get his car fixed.
Yeah, that modified, on the other hand, damage to the front end of that machine. Probably knocked the toe out on it for sure, based on the angle he got hit at. But he'll get a chance to get that car fixed and get back out here and fight another day.
So you see pace laps here about 30 seconds long, so they're pretty quick getting around here at the Speedway. But Donnie Moore, Mike Allen, Lowell Jewell, Chip Dickert, even J.R. Shepard got a piece of that wreck too, being told. So that's a very interesting way to start this race off here. Kind of a rough one to start it off with, but you heard Donnie Moore mention earlier tonight he has been the guy that won both races, and now he's the first one to get turned into the wall tonight for the Outlaws. As a matter of fact, he's pulling over to the inside here on the front stretch. Not sure if he has to go to the back or something, but we'll have to see on that.
Well, it looks like poor downtown Ernie Brown might have had some sort of a connection issue there, and it's not with us, not in the race, did not start this race.
And then David Loomis is blinking on the screen here now, and a couple people blinking now. I know we've had some issues with other races on iRacing today, but let's hope it doesn't affect us here tonight. The pace car going to pull off. Donnie Moore's down on the apron here. Not sure what's going on here. Not sure if they're doing a 3-wide short track restart here or something, but wait, everybody checks the whoa.
I don't know if that race got started like it was supposed to.
Everybody's checking up here.
Chris, I have no idea what's going on.
I wonder if everybody just said to hold up and maybe Donnie's a lap down.
I'm not.
You know what? It's showing Donnie a lap down here, so I wonder if he's getting a. Let's just hold up a second, wave around, and once he gets back around, maybe they'll just kind of virtually say green flag's back out. Let's listen here. We'll let everybody know in chat what's going on. We haven't heard anything yet, but
they may be communicating on their team speak,
could
not
be
in
true.
The driver chat here.
Yeah, he's catching the field here. Let's see if they come off turn 4 and get the green here. I'm expecting that to happen. Let's see, Loomis, and you see Williams kind of pulling up there, so I think we're going to have a restart. Here it is. Williams gets a heck of a start, and might have been too good.
We'll assume we know what happened there. They wanted to get Donnie back where he was supposed to be, and they made the call on their team speak. We'll roll with that. I'm sure that's probably what happened. I know
when they make a call, when they make a call, it's the right calls. They're 3 wide down to turn 1. J.R. Shepard inside. Hey, what practice?
Send
We're
it.
talking about practice here, not a game.
Hashtag send it, baby. J.R. Shepard did exactly that. He's up to 3rd.
Shepard said, I want that champ. Whoa, Brian Barton, I beg your pardon, up the track.
I see what you did there.
Oh, and he hits Lowell Jewell, sideswipes him. That's never good. Look at this battle back here with LaVenture. The 31 in here also. A little fight. John Hayne there in the 75. Matt Hoos.
Ooh, Holloway got a run up there on LaVenture. Almost made contact, almost put the horn to him. Matt Hoos digging on the outside, and that Frankenstein SK modified. He's loose. Hangs on to it.
It wouldn't be Matt Hoos if he wasn't loose.
No, it wouldn't be. Matt riding with that Sitco livery this evening. Now a member of the Frankenstein team. He's a cranky boy.
And ever since he's gotten cranky, he's gotten good. And I mean, he's picked it up definitely this season with a couple wins, and he's done a great job. So a great addition there to that team. As Jacob Williams, that 32 car, he's looking to get that Mopar mobile up there to the front, as he has run well throughout the season. Unfortunately, not been able to finish a lot of races where he wants. But J.R. Shepard's like, hey, I'm going to try this Highline. 19 car, Phil Temples back there. I thought I mentioned Temples wasn't here tonight, but apparently he is. I must have overlooked him.
He is. Phil Temples making his return. Almost put the horn to J.R. Shepard there. LaVenture not finding any way to get around him right now. Temples looking really good in his return to the track tonight.
Yeah, on board with Shepard as we look up front. Jacob Williams to the inside of Loomis for the lead. Not able to get him yet.
These boys are not playing around tonight.
Ooh, Loomis kind of scraping the wall. Look out. Chrome Horning.
I believe we have the last night of the full
Temple's
moon
driving it in there. Loomis goes around.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Chip Dickert gets a piece, and you mentioned full moon right at the right time.
I thought Lowell Jewell had caught that. He did not. Replay here, you're going to see just a little bit of contact.
Ooh, yeah.
Tug, man, just a small tap to the
Ooh, did Shepard get a piece of that, I wonder?
He did.
Add to 31, Mike Holloway, that list of contact.
And we've seen these modifieds be pretty durable. Let's go on board with John Hine.
Hine there. You see 2 wheels under the apron. Interesting line there. Wow, and it worked out for him.
Yeah, it was really, really close for John.
And we get to that very interesting situation where Lowell Jewell announces on the track that Lowell Jewell gets the waiver out.
Hey, man, you know what? Phil Temple's got something to race for this evening.
Yeah,
he's birthday boy. He's a birthday boy.
Oh,
Phil Temples is the birthday boy. Birthday boy's always got to win.
Safe to say Phil went to Piggly Wiggly and got a cake? As Donnie Moore on pit road?
Yeah, Phil riding with the Piggly Wiggly paint scheme now.
And Piggly Wiggly, for those who don't know, is actually a grocery store chain. And I'm assuming, as Donnie Moore, wow, he's going to get caught a lap down now. He just literally was trying to speed out of the pits as you got it there, and he got caught a lap down, unfortunately. Probably had to get a new car, but Donnie not having to start, he needs tonight. Mike Allen using his fix right now, looks like, too.
It's been a tough start to this race for Donnie.
But the good news is Donnie Moore still has 3/4 more of a race to get this all caught back up. You see the standing Shepard now the leader. That's trouble for the field. Jacob Williams second. Matt LaVenture going to start 4th outside of Phil Temples here as they're side by side getting ready to come back to the green.
I like where Phil's at. I want to be down here on the bottom to restart this race. Here we go.
Pace car going to pull a dead left here. That Mustang can barely fit. Actually, eclipse a tire barrier every time. Soup must be driving that thing. Anyway, Shepard's off. The horses are out, as he likes to say.
Gate is open, baby.
Ooh, Temple's pushing Williams up the track a little bit there. A little short track move as Holcomb drives underneath LaVenture.
Boy, look at Phil Temples, man. I'm telling you. Phil got a little something in that tonight.
Now, Temple's got himself a win earlier this season.
Yeah, but look who's in the lead. This guy again.
That's a problem.
Looking to wrap up another championship here this evening. He's in the right spot to do it, isn't he, Chris?
Yeah, he has a 20-point lead going into this race. So basically, you'd have to see Matt LaVenture or Donnie Moore finish ahead of J.R. Shepard. So if he wins the race tonight, game, set, match, winner. Or as they say, checkmate in chess.
Check and mate.
Yeah, no kidding. We'll be searching for Bobby Fischer when the night's over with.
Donnie Moore still in the inside of the track here, trying to get back to the speedway.
Donnie's back on pit road. Yeah, he's trying to figure out where the end of pit road is, I think, which I can see how that's very confusing. Or you know what? He might have gotten excessive speeding on pit road because of him flying through. And he's going to go another lap down. He's actually 4 down right now, I'm seeing.
The whole field's coming by. Donnie doing a good job of staying out of it. Let them all get past. Now he'll get back on the hammer here.
Donnie Moore's like, can we go back to the trucks, please? You heard Donnie mention next week the 100th broadcast for the Bootleg Racing League and the Lawrence Towing Outlaw Modified Series here on the Global Sim Racing Channel.
Ooh. Hey, LaVenture back here trying to make a move on Holloway.
That's for fifth.
LaVenture got the inside, off of 4. Holloway hangs on to that spot, but not for long. Here comes LaVenture battling off of 2.
And LaVenture, wow. Holloway's fighting that high side, slides up a little bit there. That might help LaVenture. Somebody smacked the wall up ahead there.
Jacob Williams, yeah.
I definitely heard the smack. And LaVenture, I thought he was going to drive it in deep there and clear, but not yet. We're seeing his high line kind of come to work here, Sean. Now it is higher banked a little bit up there. Progressive banking on this track, and finally LaVenture clears.
Oh, John Hine now getting passed by Matt Hoos. Hoos down, looking on the inside, trying to take it away.
Yeah, you see Hoos there as Hine pushing him down there, kind of getting him right on that door. And one car down, David Loomis is on the inside of the track here in turn 3. No caution.
He spun it. He's out of the racing line.
For now.
Now he's going again.
There we go. He got it going. No caution. Donnie Moore's like, dude, he's all over the place. Probably.
Matt Hoos pulls off that pass, takes position on John Hine, up to 6th.
Hoos looking pretty good in that 21 car. Hine even having a good run there in Menards. SK. Shepard right now, his lead about 6/10 over Phil Temple. So Phil has not let Shepard get away. As a matter of fact, Phil was the fastest that time by. And of course, the $1 million question right now being, is JR just kind of minding his pace?
He always says that. You know that. He's taking care of that car right now. We've still got 60 laps to go.
And those 60 laps are going to go by really quickly here.
Yeah, these 41 have gone by in just a flash. And
we've even two cautions in there.
Yeah.
That just shows you these guys do not play around when they are logging laps. Good to see the viewers watching tonight. If you do want to chat with us on the Global Sim Racing channel, you can do so. We always have our chat open here.
Some are having a good chat at Phil's expense for his birthday. Yeah.
I don't see any cakes, though. I don't see cake emojis. I guess that's what they are on there.
LaVenture trying to get up to 3rd, trying to put the move on Jacob Williams.
The battle of green cars.
Ooh.
This one, Williams holds him off on a high side, so I think we're seeing something here. Either burning off tires, maybe keeping it trouble on the low side, or Williams getting a little loose there in front of LaVenture.
Maybe starting to feel a little bit of the pressure. Matt working that car down low.
It almost looks like Williams is having a hard time getting it down on the bottom here, and that's going to hurt him. Look at this run. One car down on the bottom. Who's that? Brian Barden, I think?
It is. Brian Barden stuck on the wall down on the inside, trying to make it to the pit. Jacob Williams, though, fighting on the outside, trying to keep it even with LaVenture here down the back stretch.
That's the one thing I'm seeing, though, is Williams is just having trouble turning into the corner. Look at that car just slide up every time. You'll see it here. You get a good vantage point here in turn 1. Watch how it just slides up. It's almost like he needs to back up the corner maybe a little bit.
Jacob Williams not interested in giving him that spot, is he?
No, he's not, and don't blame him. Laps are logging off quick. As a matter of fact, we hit halfway next time by.
Jacob, a little engine that could, baby.
Oh, he got a little loose there. A little door slap.
I love it. I love it. Wheel to wheel SK modified action here in the Lawrence Towing Outlaw Modified Series.
Short track Saturday nights. That's what makes it fun here on iRacing Live. Is you don't get any kind of short track Saturday night racing throughout the week until Saturday night when we're here at the Outlaws. And Williams holds off LaVenture. How about that?
Hey, is Philip Temple starting to make up a little bit of ground on JR
He's
Shepherd?
been slowly faster, and I think they've been alternating laps. It's about a half second right now between the two. As LaVenture back to the bottom. He ain't giving up either.
Yeah, this is the real battle on track for sure.
And Matt being a guy who's from the New England area, you know. Oh,
Jacob gets
Williams
loose.
on the wall,
He
and here
grabs
comes
the
Seuss.
wall. Matt
Yep.
Hoos gets by.
I was about to say, Matt being from the Boston area, you know he's probably saying some things to Williams under his breath. So right now, you got LaVenture in third. David Lewis has gone a lap down. You got Temples trying to chase down Shepherd, John.
He's trying. He's definitely trying. Can he pull this off? That's the question.
We had a car backwards on the front stretch here. Mike Allen has gone around that Clarence Steakhouse car.
He's out of the racing line, though, but man, they're spread out.
You're from Virginia. You know about Clarence's Steakhouse.
He's back under power. Let's watch the replay, though.
A lot of cars got loose there.
Oil on the track, possibly.
Virtual oil, that is.
Yes. Yeah, see Allen out there by himself. I don't think he gets any help here. I think he just loses it.
Oh, you picked the fine time to leave me loose, car.
Yeah.
Ooh, nose into the wall.
He's really slow on the bottom. I think he's going to look to get that car in. He's losing valuable time, though.
Tough break here, him, as we combine 56 laps on the books. And Phil Temples is getting ever so, other than a wiggle there, he's getting ever so closely.
Ooh, he's using up the car a bit. I saw him slide out of four-wheel slide, basically. He's got to take a little easier on those tires. He was catching him now. JR knows he's there, and JR back to the pedal just a little bit.
Yeah, Shepherd holding him off right now. It's still about 0.4 of a second, so Temples has slowly brought him in. Last time by, just looking at lap times here as they cross the line. Shepherd a 6 flat to a 5.73 from Temples, but guess who was the fastest on the track, Sean? Matt LaVenture in third was the fastest on the track.
He's still working on it. He's got a little bit of time here.
A 6.24 Shepherd there. Temple 7.15 to a 5.73 from LaVenture. So I think LaVenture's starting to get his rhythm here.
I think he is. He could insert himself in this battle. 36 laps to go this time by.
You see LaVenture in this picture. Matt Hoos coming to pit road for some reason here. Unscheduled pit stop for the 21. Not sure. He disconnects going behind the wall. Something must be going on there.
I think life called.
Yes, it happens. Life called. So, as per usual, life gets in the way of Sean winning something. And Brian Barden here, this is odd. He's going a lap down, obviously, but he's mixing it up here with the guys. He goes way to the top. For some reason, it looked like he was faster there for a second. I'm like, wait a minute.
Let's look where Philip Temples is at right now, though. Now falling back.
It's over a second. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a run at him and might have used up that car. I told you about that four-wheel slide out of four. That might have hurt him a little bit on making that right rear angry. You never want to do it in the SK Modified.
Mike Allen taking his car behind the wall. The 59 going to finish, unfortunately, 13th tonight. So basically, the Hamilton position is Donnie Moore right now, 4 laps down.
Yeah, that's one thing about these modifieds on these real short ovals. You know, you have a tendency to drive the car off the right rear to get off these turns with speed, and it comes at a cost, and Phil's paying it right now. JR starting to get away from him.
Yeah, JR up to a 1.4 second lead as Temples with a moment there off of into turn 3, I should say. able to save it there, but LaVenture, I'm hearing Jaws music playing over here. That lead down to 2.5 seconds now. LaVenture is the fastest car on the track here. It's only a matter of time if he can maybe get to the leader before it's too late here. Also hearing that Jacob Williams went for a slide in turn 3 and off 4 just a lap ago. Williams struggling right now in the 5th position.
LaVenture still trying to catch Phil. On board with him here. Starting to close in here just a bit. He's still the fastest car on the track.
Yeah, you see Lanier one of these tracks, Sean, you're in the corner longer than you're on the straightaway. I mean, you sit here, you're in the corner, 1, 2, 3, down the straightaway, 1, 2, and right back to a quarter. Temple's getting loose again. That car's getting wiggly.
Oh, he did it.
Sorry. Yeah, you see him sliding up the track now. I think that car is about gone, and LaVenture has hawked him down. Now the question is well, catching him's one thing.
Yes, it is.
Like milking a rooster, right?
It is like milking a rooster. You bet, buddy. LaVenture looking to the inside. He's going to pull it off. Wow.
Yeah, easily. Wow.
Phil just let him go there. Phil was not up for that fight. Said, nah, go get him, son.
And that might have been what Shepard did not want. The lead, 2.5 seconds right now as we have 21 laps to go. Last week, LaVenture came from behind, caught Shepard and passed him. Now, right now, Shepard would win the championship no matter where he finishes pretty much here in the top 3. Because his closest competitor would be Donnie Moore for second.
I don't think Matt's got enough time left at this point, to be honest with you. I don't care how fast he is. He's got 20 laps to go. I honestly don't know if he can get there. I don't think JR is going to let him get to his bumper.
Well, let's do the math here. As we cross the line, 19 laps to go. That time by, well, Shepard was a 10th faster, so I guess that changes my whole theory. I was going to say a 10th faster per lap, 19 laps. Needs a little bit, but that time Shepard put the foot down.
Yeah, he'll look to open it up here. He knows what's at stake here. 17 laps to go this time by. He's going to drop that hammer a little bit deeper into the firewall and open things up a little bit more here. Just over 2.5 seconds, Chris.
Matter of fact, Temples is starting to reel back in LaVenture. And you see John Hine has gone a lap down there in that 8th position, 75 car. Next up on the hit list for JR is going to be Lowell Jewell. Right on board with Temples there.
I sure hope we get to talk to Phil on his birthday here.
That would be cool.
Phil's been around here since we started.
Yeah, well, nothing wrong with blowing the candles out in victory lane potentially for Phil, or at least on the podium. Worst case scenario is we come up 13 to go next time by. Laps logging off really quick here.
Hope we can get a lot of the guys back here for next Saturday night for broadcast number 100. Lucas Denziano, if you're out there, buddy, make the
car
field.
to wall down here on the inside, turn 2.
Oh, no.
Chip Dickert spun it and got it. Ooh, he came back on the track. Right, oh no, and that's going to affect Temples.
Boy, Chip just not making it back up on the track in the right spot there, right in front of Phil.
That hurt Phil's momentum really badly now. He's a good second behind LaVenture almost now. Meanwhile, up front, we talk about championships. We talk about, I'm going to bring up that D word, dynasties. Okay, you got the Yankees, of course, in the 90s. You got the Celtics back in the 70s. Of course, like it or not, if you're a Patriots fan or not, Patriots been a dynasty for the last decade. Do we use that word for Shepard? He's working on his 4th championship in 5 seasons.
It is the Shepard era for sure.
I mean, I know, granted, they do 4 seasons in 1 year. But when you look at it, that means for the last year and a quarter, he's won 4 championships.
Hey, listen. He brings everybody's game to another level, okay? A lot of guys have benefited from the work that JR's done here, turn into better racers, and they got a carrot to chase. So, you know what? He didn't really run away with it this season. More trouble for Philip Temples there on track. I don't think he's at any risk of losing that 3rd spot. Holloway's still about 3.5 seconds back.
Yeah, at the same time, Shepard does it in a very humble way. I know I say this a lot about how clean of a racer he is, but you've heard his interviews here, Sean. He always compliments the other drivers, talks about how much, he does it in a very humble way.
Yeah, this is never about him. It's about being in the Bootleg Racing League and the camaraderie and having fun, running with these guys every Saturday night.
Yeah, he's probably telling us just shut up right now because he's probably listening. Anyways, he's coming off of turn number 4 here. Going to see 2 laps to go as he comes up on the back of the 5 of Lowell Jewell. His lead 2.7 seconds. Believe it or not, only 6 cars on the lead lap right now. Lowell Jewell being the last one.
Yeah, it's been a tough night on this field.
Yeah, we've only had the 2 cautions early, and we've been green ever since about lap 20 or so. White flag out already. Shepard logging laps quickly. Down the back straightaway, the only thing he'll have to do is show up next week in New Smyrna and collect a trophy because he's going to be champion 4th time in 5 seasons. Shepard's the champion and the winner of the Virtual Grip 100 at Lanier. And just like that, fireworks off and we're done. Wow.
And we're done.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Shepard wins it. Matt LaVenture 2nd. And Phil Temple 3rd. And it's only 9:58 Eastern Time. How amazing is that? Anyways, we'll talk to the top 3 drivers and we'll recap the race and get ready for New Smyrna coming up next week as you're watching the Global Sim Racing channel. Back at Lanier.
Okay,
as
back. Dougie's in
J.R.
the
Shepard is going to victory lane with Matt LaVenture and Phil Temples. They finish in the top three. We'll talk to these three drivers here in just a second. Mike Holloway finishing fourth. Jacob Williams finishing in the top 5, 6. Lowell Jewell. John Hine going to finish 7th. David Loomis 8th. Chip Dickert 9th. And there's the old Hamilton position. Donnie Moore going to start on the pole at New Smyrna for race number 100 in the series. Finishing in the 11th position, going to be Brian Barden. Matt Hoos 12th. Mike Allen 13th. And Ernie Brown finishing in the 14th position, Sean, as we're going to do some celebrating. Go ahead.
Dougie Beard is in the car. I'm sorry about that, buddy. I didn't mean to jump on the race results there.
Are you saying that Dougie bailed on us and got to Le Mans before we got there again?
Yes, indeed. Oh, boy, what a great race tonight. And we've got some excited drivers to talk to, don't we?
Yes, we did. Let's start in victory lane with J.R. Shepard, who gets another victory. Mr. Shepard, and yeah, I'm going to call you Mr. Shepard because you deserve it. And lo and behold, you are pretty much, just show up next week, a 4-time champion.
That's crazy, Chris. Yeah, I didn't even get to turn any laps in practice tonight. I was having some connection issues, and man, I don't know how I did that. Just got lucky with the positioning of the restarts and stuff, and got out front.
Now, are there any rumors, or can we confirm or deny any of these rumors that potential BRL members calling your cable company about your internet, trying to get disconnected?
It's possible. They think I was sandbagging, but yeah, didn't get to turn a single lap. So honestly, a lot of guys were complaining about the cars being loose tonight, and mine started pushing real bad through the center. So I think during that first accident, I got a piece of Donnie with my right front wheel, and I think it towed it out a little bit, and it paid off in the long run, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, it seemed like for a while there, you were fast on the short run, you were able to get away, and then that middle part of that long run, I looked at Phil, I looked at LaVenture, and they were bringing you in, and it seemed like you got to about lap 85, and you said, gotta go, and just pulled away.
Yeah, I was... there for a little while I was trying to save some tires, but yeah, Phil and Matt were coming pretty quick, so I expected them to catch me, and I was trying to save some, but not near enough what they were doing. So yeah, I think that right front was towed out, and that just paid off in the long run, where my car didn't get as free as everybody else's did.
Well, JR, we appreciate your time as always. Congratulations not only on the win tonight, but officially next week you'll be the 4-time champion of the Bootleg Racing League, and the 4th time in 5 seasons. That's pretty impressive, my friend, but nice job.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. That's really cool, and hey, I want to thank Matt Hoos and Lowell Jewell for everything they do with this Bootleg Racing League and allowing us to race, and of course Lawrence Towing for being a great partner with us. It's a lot of fun, and thank you guys for everything that you do.
Absolutely, JR. We appreciate your time, and we'll talk at New Smyrna next week.
Sounds good, guys.
J.R. Shepard, winner again tonight here at Lanier. And Sean, you have Mr. Matty Ice LaVenture.
Matt, you did everything you needed to tonight except win. What a run.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's sandbagging, JR. He did a great job. He didn't get to turn any laps in practice. And, man, he was fast. He was bad fast. Phil was wicked fast tonight. He had a great run going. He stepped aside when I got to him. I was ready to do the same thing because he came right back. But, yeah, the car got mean loose, and it was just kind of holding on.
Yeah, we'll talk to Phil about that. I think maybe he used up that right rear just a little bit. I talked about these really short tracks like this bull ring here at Lanier. You really have a tendency to want to drive the car off the right rear. How do you keep yourself from doing that and burning that thing up?
They're just backing the corners up and trying to go easy on throttle, and then later in the run, because I had a great run with Jacob Williams there. I was stuck on the inside for a little bit, and that really ground the tires down. But after that, I was trying to use the front end as hard as I could until the rear end started to come around, because it was eventually going to happen. So I was trying to, it's probably the wrong thing to do. I was trying to burn the front tires up to match the rear. And I think I think it ended up being a wash either way. I mean, me and Phil were kind of locked nose to nose and trying to catch JR, but the dude's just too fast.
Matt, next week is broadcast number 100. I encourage you to rally the troops to get here. We got to get Lucas Stinziano back here and some of the other guys that we haven't seen. This is a big one next week. You looking forward to the season finale?
Yeah, always a great show. I think traditionally the champion wins that race, so we're all going to be putting our own bullseye on JR. But summertime's just hard. Everybody's got things going on. It's hard to make every week, so hopefully we get a good showing next week.
Man, I sure hope so. I'm tempted to keep you in here for about 10 minutes because I was accused of maybe making this the possibility of this being the shortest interview ever. I just want to keep dragging. Maybe we should filibuster here. What do you think?
Yeah, 4-7. Yeah, we could filibuster. This series is so good, so competitive. So many fun guys to race with. Thanks to Matt and Lowell and virtualgrip.net, Lawrence Towing for you guys. Awesome broadcasts every week. Can't wait to go to work in a few minutes here and watch it. And hopefully we get another season.
If you don't mind me stepping in, Sean, I think I know a pretty good way to end the interview. If I just told you your team wreck.
What? No, jeez.
Oh man, let me out of here. This is gonna get bad.
Chris has got jokes this evening, Matt. He's got jokes. But hey, congratulations again on another great run here tonight. We'll see you next week at the championship.
Appreciate it, guys. Have a great night.
All right, buddy. All right, Chris, that was Matt LaVenture. You get to talk to the birthday boy.
Phil Temples celebrating a birthday as he turns 25 today. Phil Temples, happy birthday, sir. Third place run. I know you probably want to win on your birthday, but still get a top 3 and you were able to battle up there for the win. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, coming from as far back as I did, I thought it was a good run.
The Piggly Wiggly car there, you were able to run with Shepard there for a little bit. Did you just burn the tires off?
Yeah, man, that thing was extremely loose there. About lap 75 on. I mean, it was just hanging on to it.
Is there anything you think you could have done different, maybe earlier in the race to help you later in the run instead of how fast you were early?
Yeah, well, JR mentioned that he hit somebody with right front tire and thought it threw his toe off because his car was tight. He said he couldn't make it loose. So I guess next time maybe I'll tap somebody and see if I can't bend my toe.
Are you saying is this the new strategy maybe for the Outlaws how to win? Kind of like NASCAR, you have your crew lean their knee into the side corner panel of the car and it gets it faster. Maybe you got to just go clip somebody with the right front.
Yeah, tap the wall, do a little wall tuning on it. That might help.
So next week we'll pay attention, watch all the cars show up and scrape the wall outside at New Smyrna. But we'll have to keep an eye on that. But Phil, hey man, first off, happy birthday from all of us at GSRC. Go enjoy it. And congratulations. Oh,
can I ask Phil something? I got to talk to the birthday boy real quick. I've known Phil a long time. Hey, did they get that AARP card to you in time, sir?
Ouch.
No, not yet. I got a few more years.
Okay. And question, isn't Winn-Dixie the parent company of Piggly Wiggly?
Could be.
Okay. All right. I just thought I'd get that straight. Phil, happy birthday, buddy. Go have a good one tonight, man.
All right, Sean. Have a good one, man.
All right. That's Philip Temples, Chris. Sorry I had to get a couple in there for him.
AARP, that's harsh, man. That's harsh. But hey, that's the way we are. We like to have a good time, and it's always good to have a good group of guys like the Outlaws here at Lanier tonight, and each and every race is next week. We'll finish up at the New Smyrna Speedway. Now, Sean, final thoughts before we get on a plane and head back to Le Mans?
Yes, sir. You know what? I'm so excited about the broadcast next week. Honestly, I'm really looking forward. I've already fast forwarded to next week. We get to New Smyrna and we're gonna party a little bit. We got something a little special for you next week on the 100th broadcast here of the Bootleg Racing League. I was there for the first one, Chris, and I am just absolutely excited to say that I'm going to be there for number 100, and I just can't wait. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I can't wait to see you all there next week.
Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we look forward to seeing everybody at New Smyrna as we have a celebration and complete the second season here in 2017. And of course, we wouldn't be able to do it if it weren't for our good sponsors like Lawrence Towing. Of course, they service Indianapolis, Indiana, and the neighboring communities. If you find yourself in need of a tow, Lawrence Towing is the way to go. Also, Virtual Grip Network, a blog devoted to the news from the world of iRacing at virtualgrip.net. You can stay up to date on what's happening in iRacing and keep up to date with the top World Championship Series, including the Block Pond GT Series, the NASCAR Peak Antifreeze Series, and the World Championship Grand Prix Series. Virtualgrip.net. You can check them out there, and also facebook.com/virtualgrip.
Thanks to the Bootleg Racing League for organizing the Lawrence Towing Outlaw Modified Series and contracting with GSRC to broadcast it. For more information about the Bootleg Racing League, find them on Facebook. Just type in Bootleg Racing League, they'll come right up. Or go to their glorious website, bootlegracingleague.com. Thanks to the companies, equipment, and software that you see on your screen now that we use on our broadcasts. The original music you've heard all year on this broadcast is thanks to Eric Ekholm and Casey Lalonde. You can see the screen there for how to contact each of them. For information about all GSRC events, go to globalsimracingchannel.com. We're also on Twitter at GSR Channel and Facebook. Yeah, just look for us there. Type in Global Sim Racing Channel. We'll come right up. We also have upcoming races for other series on screen, so check those out, mark them down, put them on your calendar.
In 1 week, as we mentioned, the Lawrence Towing Outlaw Modified Series will be at New Smyrna Speedway just south of Daytona International Speedway for the 11th and final round of Season 2 for 2017. As always, you can see the action starting at 9:15 on iRacing Live and the Global Sim Racing Channel. For Dougie Beard, who's apparently out driving at Le Mans now, he didn't even let us know he was leaving. Joe Peak, Sean Ambrose, and Chris Scala, race clean, race hard, and we'll see you on the track.